In recent news, Extra Emily hit social media after users shared that Extra Emily cries on stream after chat cooks her for not wanting to pay her parents back $140,000, and the LSF thread posts were also deleted about it. Here are the controversial clips.
Yeah, it's fine. The only reason they want me to pay it back is because I'm a streamer.
Yeah, you should pay it back.
Because I didn't use my degree. So they're like, okay.
How much is it?
170K.
You should pay it back.
I don't want to. I mean, I did pay them 10K and then I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to pay anymore. Mom! Do you think it's a waste that I went to college?
That is a really good question. I spent a lot of money on that. And then you become a streamer.
Yeah, but I'm also helping.
That's a really good question. I don't know how to answer it.
But I'm paying you back for college.
Yes, that's right. That's unnecessary.
That's necessary?
Yeah, we're almost broke. Because you went to the college. Go to the expensive one, yeah.
Do you think that would be your best gift towards your dad or your parents? To pay back your tuition?
I'm never gonna pay it back though.
Wait, actually?
No, I don't want to.
But you could.
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
Wait, do you have student loans?
Yeah, student loans to my parents.
And you're making them pay it off?
No, like my parents paid and then they're like, pay us back for college, and I just like don't want to.
Okay.
But don't you think that would make them like really happy and proud?
No, they're fine.
Are you doing it kind of like almost out of spite because you're like, I don't want to because like I can, but I know that you guys don't need it?
Yes.
That's why you don't.
Yes, they don't need it. And I'm like,
you don't need it.
I'm just a bad daughter.
You are. No, you know what it is? It's exhaustion.
Yeah, I think I'm just exhausted.
It's exhausting. Listen, if it makes you feel any better, at least your parents still talk to you.
Yeah, my parents are cool.
I only got one left.
Like, my parents are like overall really happy and think I'm a good daughter.
You are a great daughter.
I don't know.
No, Arthur, what have you done?
They were very happy that I bought Cancun for them.
Let's go to...
After this started blowing up, posts then started getting shared on LSF, then removed for claimed to be clickbait, and then NMP shared his response from Discord in the following screenshots. Why are you so RT'd? Because she has her own way of dealing with her own personal relationships with her. He pushed it for so long because he forgot for a second how his stunted Twitch chat can be, that's all. I'm surprised I didn't get any yet, to be honest.
I'm not going to hate. It's just the point that they literally made her sign a paper saying she would pay $14,000 each year back, and they still bring it up every time they see her, considering how wealthy she is, should be at least doing that. She just kept saying I'm over it, which makes her look extremely entitled. Maybe there's more to it, so keep a level head. Just comes off that way. She really thought it was funny that she doesn't want to pay them back, but once chat told her she's being selfish, she cried, which is probably how she's got her way her whole life. Only simps were encouraging her. Not even Nick or Arthur were on her side.
In the latest update, Extra Emily responds in an offline chat in the following. Guys, Twitter is so mean, holy shiz. I'm just going to delete the app for the rest of the week. Okay, I deleted it. The replies under my Aces tweet are insane, school. I've got to post sponsored tweets sometimes. I'm worried. Wait, I blocked the first account and no one is replying anymore. Maybe that fixed it. I don't know. Stop completely. Oh my god, why didn't I do it earlier? But I blocked and I don't know if anything's coming through anymore. I think people are replying, but I just can't see them. Laugh my ass off. It stops the replies, but for me, do you think people can still reply? I guess it doesn't matter. Twitter is so mean.
I can understand why she doesn't want to pay them back. Growing up in that family, she probably was forced to go in the first place, and was forced her whole life to be highly educated, only for it to be the most useless thing for her. If she agreed to pay them back, she should at least put some effort into it. I heard her say on stream she believes parents should pay for their kids' college, but if that wasn't a part of the agreement they made, then it is scummy, especially considering her success.
XQC also reacted to Extra Emily's backlash, and he gives his take on the situation in the following clip.
Swear, Jack, I'm not grandstanding it, okay? But as a child, there's not a lot of people that you're indebted to. There isn't. And if you can never pay back your debts to your parents, whatever, and doing anything that they did to raise you, whatever, you can't. That's fine. A lot of people are not gonna be rich, right? Or not everybody's gonna be a millionaire, right? And people won't be able to pay the debt. It's not a real debt, but you can pay back if you want to, as in like gestures as you grow up, like visiting them, whatever. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But if you're rich, in my opinion, you are indebted to your parents, absolutely 100%. Because without all the efforts, there's no you, right? So I think it's cool to give them a life that they worked for. Because if you give them some money, they can afford to live a life that they want. And she's saying.
True. It's insane to not pay back your parents $140,000 when you're probably making close to like $100,000 a month. The only thing is that maybe there is a whole lot of drama or toxicity or that we don't know about, which is the reason why she doesn't want to help them. But that doesn't really fit with her seeing them all the time and wanting to pay it back in trips or whatever. Whole thing is kind of strange. If her story is like many other Asian kid stories, she might still be mad at her parents due to childhood trauma. Saw her Dr. K video a month ago. She definitely has some deep pain in there with her parents. It didn't go too in depth, but she was constantly on the verge of tears whenever her parents were brought up. Then she'd flip a switch and suppress it and be all bubbly to hide it. Basically, the idea I got was she was always trying to be good enough for them, overachiever. Wasn't ever perfect enough. Did very well in school. Then she finally made it big as a streamer, and now they want the money back. I can imagine for her she's like, well, at least give me something. Like I was pushed to the limit. Succeeded all at the expense of my happiness. The least you could do is consider this the one thing I leave the nest with, rather than it be transactional with a net zero gain, as if I was never your daughter to begin with. Some big guesses, but like I could see it.
Adrian Dittman accidentally implies he's Elon Musk on Fortnite Friday.
Cheating what MAGA is between you, it doesn't matter.
It does. I think with the kind of political stuff that has happened on the platform, especially, stuff that I had to deal with personally, I think it matters very much.
Wait, what did you deal with personally?
What has happened over the last couple days?
I don't
and
know.
even leading up to that.
I'm confused. Elaborate.
Well, yeah, very simple. Because so for instance, you had this discussion around H-1B visas, right? And there was a lot of so fundamentally, I think
That was Elon that was talking about all that, right?
No, it was various other people as well. They were just kind of trolling him that he responded in various ways, but
right.
What the fuck is this?
This is a fever dream, right? The arguably most powerful person in the world is pretending to be some random guy and playing Fortnite with Connor Eatspants. He also spent 2 hours arguing with Destiny about whether being mean on Twitter is bad, and then moderated a debate between Destiny and a random conservative schizo. If it really is Elon, he seems to have a lot of free time. Before they removed visibility of likes on Twitter, the evidence was pretty high that Elon has a lot of free time, or spends a ton of his time online. That and the whole Diablo thing, though I guess he could have paid someone to grind his account. But like, what's the point there? After the stream today, I think Adrian would have to manifest himself physically to prove he's not Elon. On one hand, it sounds just like Elon. On the other hand, during this conversation, the streamer asked where the name Grok comes from, and the Adrian Dittman person said it was the name of an AI in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But that's incorrect. Grok is a term from stranger in a strange land. So I'm not sure if it's an elaborate fake who flubbed this answer, or if the ketamine is really getting to Elon's brain.
Eddie gives OTK props.
Obviously as a founding member since the beginning, but CEO duties more recently, about 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, and I guess what? OTK, the rise of it, right, was, I'm assuming, like, quite phenomenal, right? Like, it was, it came at it is debatably the best, most well-known org these last sort of 5 or so years. At what point did you kind of realize, hold on a second, this thing's a real success, and we're not just going to build a traditional org, we're going to go the full country mile like you guys have done and venture off into, all kinds of directions? Like, when did you kind of go, hold on, we're onto something?
That's a good question.